I'd like to go over the Properties tab with you. First, select your Properties tab. Once you select Properties, you will notice in this instance there are properties already loaded in here. Okay? What I'll do is I'll show you how you build this up. Before I do so, however, I'd like to just go over the system. As you can see, you can hit Add New to add a new property in the system. You can manage custom fields, which are basically internal information for your company. Property groups are, for example, a building that has many different properties for sale in a building. You can group them together so that on your website all the properties are grouped with one another, helping in search engine optimization practices. Managing imports. You can import in data in an XML format. So if there's another system out there that you want to feed Masterdigm CRM Properties tab, you can import them in through an XML feed. We could talk more about that later. Exporting properties can be another a way of exporting out properties out of the system. And if you have a franchise, you can go ahead and multiple franchisees underneath you. You can manage all the franchises that are underneath your organization. In this section right here, it says with selected, once you have all your properties set, you would like to do some global functions. Once you select it here, you will notice you could do many and various things. You can go ahead and email various properties to a lead. You can email the owners of the properties. You can assign various properties to an agent, or you could delete the properties. You can set them as new, sold, pending, active, escrow, rented, off-market, closed. These are all customized by you from your business. And the property types: strip centers, office buildings, apartment buildings, homes for rent, homes for sale, farm lots. Again, these are customizable fields based through the tools and settings section, which we'll go through. A quick example how email leads would work: you simply would choose the properties which you want to send, then you choose email to lead, and you hit process. Once it goes to process, you can choose the website that you own. You could have various websites with the company here, and let's say it would be this one. And choose a template, new homes, and various templates that you create. Once you choose your template, you hit generate email. Once you generate the email, you will notice that the email gets pre-populated with properties, okay, the ones that you chose. You simply choose the person you want to send them to, add your subject, and send out the email. The client will then get this in the form of an email, okay, and then they click on any of the links right here, and it'll take them to your website through this. And we also monitor which links they accepted or chose. Now, going back to this page again, once you've reviewed all these, and you can make these up here, these are all the properties that you have, which will show property ID, if it was sold, if it's active, things of that nature, who it was assigned to in your organization, the last time it was modified, and how many days have it been in the market. On the very bottom of the website down here, you will notice that you can have paginations. So you could display 5 through 50. If you have more properties, you'll just go page 1, page 2, page 3, and page 4. Now we will go through how to add a new property. But before we do so, I'd like to show you a little bit about how the system will function. You can view your property, edit, or you can delete. If you click on view, once you click on view, you will notice you have the details of the property details, a tagline, which will be your title of your web page. This will be what we call the H1 tag of your website, and also your title of your website. So pick your tagline very carefully. Of course, fill out your information and your descriptions, the locations of the property, and more information about the property here, days on market, things of that nature, what the lead is, what website will be displayed, and any custom fields that you chose. Here will be the photos of the property. So you have different photos. You can see them if they were all associated to this property. Notes to the property. So as you work on the properties, this is the leads tab, which you'll see the leads that are associated to this property who've opened up emails in behalf of this property. You have your contacts, emails that were sent out on this property, reports, gross commissions and things of that nature. Videos, you can have properties or videos associated to your properties. And you can have documents by simply clicking on upload, putting a name on a document, browsing your computer, selecting a category, title docs or any documents, appraisals, things of that nature, downloadable by public, so you can put it on your website and simply hit upload. Once you hit upload, you'll see that it'll be a file name here, downloadable by public, and the action is public or private. Going back, now that I went back, I'm going to hit on edit. And when you hit edit, once you hit edit, you will notice that you can now go ahead and edit all the fields, the details of the property options such as active or sold, things of that nature. This is where the lead will go in once they fill out the form on your website. Whether it's a new lead or suspect will go in escrow. These are all predetermined by you, custom fields. These are some fields for other companies and which website you want to add it. So if you add this one property, if you have 10 websites, you can add these 10 properties or this one property to 10 different websites if you so choose. In this area will be your full description. In this area will be your content, that you can add content in your information. So I would just simply choose a website I would like to grab content from, and let's say any category of the content, and choose one and then bring over the link here. So now your property information now has hyperlinks to other pages within your site, offering another set of SEO practices. This right here will be your documents. If you had documents associated to this property, you would simply click these two little arrows and the property or the document would show up in this area for downloadable options for your client from the website. Down in this section, you will notice that you can choose which country, what state or province, the county, in which is cities, communities, if had some communities, zip codes if necessary, street address, and directions. And then you would have to choose and put once it drills down, you're going to need to go ahead and put your bubble on there so that it'll show up proper on the website. Once you are done, you can simply click Save. Once you hit Save, here will be the property again. So again, go to your Properties tab, review these options here. You can add new properties, which simply click on Add New, which will then be the first step on adding a property into the system. Please watch the next video on how to add a property.